there everybody, welcome back to another Currently I'm video. This is my third of these. If you are new to these, this is kind of just like an audio podcasty type of video about all the things that I'm currently doing. So whether that's currently I'm watching, reading, listening, playing or eating. All of those things. And I'll be going through them in that kind of order. So it's usually a bit of a longer video, so if you want to grab a drink and just listen and relax, or obviously you could listen whilst doing something else, there will be kind of prompts, like visuals on screen, not prompts, that's like, I'm not doing a presentation, there'll be like visual things on the screen, so if you are watching the screen, things will pop up, but if you're not missing out on anything, bar if I mention a movie, the cover will be there, so if you hear me mention it, you think, oh, what's that? The cover will be there. And I'll also give a disclaimer for somebody's doing some kind of like chainsawing outside. So if you can hear like weird noises in the background, that's what that is. That's outside. Okay, so as always, let's start off with currently I'm watching. Okay, so I have watched 17 movies in October. Which isn't too bad. It's the 26th, the day I'm filming this. This won't be going up on the 26th, I can be sure of that. Because I've got 2 or 3 videos I've filmed that I want to upload first. So I've actually got quite a few stuff that I've accidentally like pre-filmed. Like I say accidentally because I didn't plan ahead, I suppose. It's just wasn't able to get them up because I needed to clear space on my computer. It wouldn't let me render anything, so I had to move things onto my hard drive. Anyway, yeah, so 17 films in October. In 26 days, that's not too bad. 1 month I'd love to watch, like, have a film a day ratio type of thing going on. That hasn't happened so far. And of those, let's see how many of them are Halloweeny horror, because that was my plan for October, and to be honest, it's not really gone to plan, but I feel like the problem is I was so excited for October, and I thought maybe I put too much on it. I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and it's going to be, like, the best. It's going to be Halloweeny and autumny and all these things. And then a few things cropped up that I didn't know were going to, so like other things just took a different path. So the horror movies I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it's kind of a poor effort. 5 October themed films and 17 just in general. And of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have been Monday Movie Hunt pickups. So it's interesting. The last one I watched was an October watch, and it was Final Destination 5, which was also a one shelf at a time watch, because it was on my shelf number. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shelf 5. So I'm happy that I've watched that. It was the only one of this series that I hadn't seen. I obviously will have talked about it in a Spooktober video that probably won't be up yet, because I only just uploaded the second one yesterday as I'm filming this. But it was just okay. I liked the end. The end was very interesting, really, really good, really clever end. But as for the film, it was just kind of average. I don't know. I feel like maybe as I've gotten older, I'm not as big a fan of these films. I used to always watch them when I was younger at sleepovers. We used to rent them from Blockbuster, and it was just kind of a fun thing to do. But now I feel like you just kind of watch them for the kind of, it sounds awful, but like for the death scenes. They're the only bits that I was like, okay, right. And then against these ones in this film, I thought were very over the top and cheesy and not as like, oh. I feel like I was like, oh, that would never happen. Whereas I feel like in the past I was like, oh, that could happen. But I don't know if that's maybe because I was younger and I was watching them. I don't know. I'm not really sure. And then the film that I watched before that was Diary of a Wimpy Kid for the long haul. I will be talking about this in a Friday reviews, but it won't be the 27th Friday. It'll be the one after, because I've only watched 2 films, and by the time Friday comes around, unless it's Thursday today, unless I watch one this evening, then I could do 3 reviews tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. We will play that by ear. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4, okay, they changed the whole cast. And I don't know. The Actually, the little boy I liked, and the little boy, like the little brother, Manny, I liked. I liked the two changes, Greg and Manny. The parents I thought were just really poor, and Roderick, I just didn't like Roderick. I really actually like the original films, 1, 2, and 3. I'd say actually more so 1 and 2. Um, they're cheesy and fun, but I do enjoy them. Now, Josh hadn't seen the other Diary of a Wimpy Kids because, you know, it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's never gonna have thought, I want to watch the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. Like, it's just not his thing. But I did get him to watch the first, like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of the second one, which I've told a story about why I didn't finish watching that. I've seen it before, but why I didn't finish rewatching that in another video. But we will go back to that because he actually quite enjoyed this one, which I was really surprised about. Like he enjoyed it more than I did, but he laughed a lot more. Like it's just silly, childish humour is what these films are, especially this one more so than any other. And he found it funny. He just thought it was funny because, like, you know, he obviously went in with the minimalist, lowest expectations. He obviously did not want to watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but he was like, yeah, fine, we'll watch it because he always watches the Monday movie hunts, which I think is funny. Like, if I just had it on random, it's like, oh, can we watch this? He'd be like, no. But he does like to watch all the new releases, so he didn't mind. And yeah, he enjoyed it. So I think he'll actually like the originals and enjoy them way more because I think they're a lot funnier, and I think the humour's better. And yeah, I think they're pretty good. But this one was just really, it wasn't a good film, but it did have some good moments that I did actually like. But again, I'll be talking about that um in another video. So speaking of Monday movie hunts, I'm gonna check here what I have left to watch, and I will tell you guys now. So technically for July I still have Power Rangers, which is annoying me because I'd finished all the July watches. Then I decided I really wanted Power Rangers, and then I saw it for £10 on Blu-ray. I was like, yeah, Power Rangers. I'll pick it up, super happy, super excited, and then I haven't watched it yet, and I kind of feel like I need to get that and watch because it's pulling me behind. From August, I have Their Finest to watch, which I started watching, but I'll just have to start again because I've forgotten. From September, I have King Arthur, which I am looking forward to, but I just keep putting it off. I don't know why. Same with it's like that in Power Rangers. I'm not in the mood really for a big film at the moment, if that makes sense. October, I pretty much everything. Obviously, I've got The Shack to watch, which I am looking forward to. I think I'm gonna watch that on Sunday. It seems like a Sunday film. The Mummy, which I feel like is another one. I want to watch King Arthur. I think before The Mummy. Like I'd watch that over The Mummy. Gifted, which I'm really looking forward to, but I feel like I'm maybe waiting a little bit. I don't know what I'm waiting on. And Descendants 2, which I hope I'll enjoy. I like the first one. So yeah, those are the ones. So let me see how many was that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that includes Power Rangers. 7. So it's not too bad. But yeah, I do want to get back on track. I think in December I'm not going to pick up many films because there is some coming out that I'm interested in, and there's some that I'm a bit interested in. So I might just kind of pick up a bit less. Anyway, now for like TV shows I've been watching. Now, this obviously isn't TV shows that I'll be talking about in my TV time. This is just TV, like we talked about last time. I don't watch much TV. But, okay, since my last video, since my last Currently I'm, I've started watching a show. And I'm way too into it. And it's taken up way too much time, of which I could be watching or doing something else, but I can't stop watching it. So I'm into it now. I'm onto a TV show. I watch it pretty much when it comes on. I'm up to date. I've been recording them. I have been watching it before it comes on TV. I think at like 8 o'clock, and I've been watching it at like 6 or 7, the one from the night before. So I'm always one day behind, but that's it, which is really weird for me. Okay, what it is? Well, actually, I'll tell you how it came about to be watched. I think I just watched Gogglebox, which I've talked about before. I like Gogglebox. It's on once a week. I record it and then just watch it whenever. So I've got the Virgin TiVo box thing. So anyway, like if you had Sky or BT, I'm sure it's the same. You go on the shows, and then I'm looking through the shows are recorded, and in the corner there's like what's on the TV at the moment. Like it shows what's currently on a channel. Now I'm never watching a channel. Like, I've never really clicked and watched anything. So I think like random numbers had gotten typed in because I really don't know where this what do you call it, like network, what channel came from. It's like called W, I think. I don't even know exactly what it's called. And it's like a really random channel that I've never watched before. Anyway, that channel happened to be on in the little corner. And I was looking through the shows that are recorded, and I can see this little show in the corner. And there's this guy doing something. I'm like, what is this? And so I thought, oh, hold on, let me just have a look at what this is in the corner. So I, go back onto TV, and I realise it's MasterChef. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I've seen a bit of MasterChef before. My mum might have watched it before. Or it might have just been on the TV downstairs. So when I walk through or go in the kitchen, get my tea, I've seen MasterChef on. Like, I obviously know what MasterChef is, but it's never something that's massively interested me. Anyway, there's this guy making this like little chocolate log thing, and it really isn't working out. This chocolate log is looking disgusting. And I was like, oh, okay, so obviously Josh was there as well. And I was like, should we just find out what happens with this chocolate log? I'm really interested now. So, he's making this rubbish looking chocolate log, and I'm wanting to know what the judges are going to say. But obviously, there's other people making other things. And there's a lot more to it than just this chocolate log that I'm interested in. And so, I don't know, the episode carries on, and he shows it to the judges, and I think they say, yeah, this is a rubbish chocolate log, or whatever. And next week you'll be into the elimination thing. And I was like, oh, he's going to be in the elimination thing, okay. And then I thought, well, I'll record that next episode because I want to know what's going to happen to him now and what else he'll make after he's made that rubbish chocolate log. And so I recorded the next episode. And then at that point, I realised it was MasterChef Australia that I was watching, not just any MasterChef. Yeah, so somehow I'd gotten onto the MasterChef Australia area of the TV. Anyway, so I recorded it, and then a few days later, he said, "Oh yeah, we'll watch that that episode. Why not? See how he got on with his elimination." And then I've been watching it ever since, and that was like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. It was a while ago. So like for a week and a half, I've watched all the episodes of MasterChef, and I really like it. I'm really, really into it. I've just been really enjoying it, and Josh has been really enjoying it more than me. Like, he's completely in love with it. But something that you probably wouldn't know about him is that he really enjoys cooking. He really, really loves it. He's got like a little recipe book where he writes down little recipes he'll come up with. My favourite of which was his jambalaya. I really, really like that, and I always try and get him to make that. And he's like, well, you can't have it all the time. I'm like, well, I'd like it all the time. Anyway, so I really like the jambalaya. And so since watching that, he's actually been making kind of more different things. And for a week, for like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, they were in Japan. They've only just been to Japan. I haven't even watched the episode where they get back yet, which will be the one I probably watch tonight. So they've been in Japan, and so then one day we were at the shop, and Josh says, "Oh, it's these Japanese breadcrumbs they used on the show," and so he bought those and made like a sweet and sour chicken, these little Japanese breadcrumb things. They're not like breadcrumbs. I don't know how to explain them. And with like an egg fried rice type of thing. So it's kind of basically was like a Chinese, which is actually really nice. But I have problems with egg fried rice. Like making egg fried rice, I find difficult, and packet egg fried rice, Uncle Ben's egg fried rice, I don't enjoy as much. So I think next time we have that, I want to have boiled rice because yeah, and then he's also done some marinated beef and some skewers and stuff. Anyway, and baby corns. They're always having baby corns on MasterChef, and then the other day came back with baby corns. So it's just started this whole thing. So I've been watching MasterChef Australia. So I feel like I'm into a show now. Like people have those shows they watch on TV. And I suppose this is like a reality TV show kind of thing. I'm definitely more of a MasterChef person than like an X Factor person or something. So that is what I've been watching, and I've been completely into it. So I don't even know how long these seasons are. It's on like episode 40 something that I came into it. They're in the top 10 now. There's actually 9 of them left, I think. Oh no, 8, because someone went out the other night. So I don't know how long that this show lasts for, but I'm enjoying it anyway. Okay, so now we'll go on to currently I'm reading. Okay, this is going to be the shortest section because I'm a bit disappointed with how much reading I've gotten done this month. I wanted to do loads and that has not happened. Hold on, let me just grab my drink, which is cherries and berries juice, which I actually think they've labelled wrong and it's strawberry because I always get cherries and berries and it doesn't taste like this, so I don't know. Okay, so what I'm reading is called The Dark Hollow, which is a sequel to, oh no, The Gift of the Dark Hollow, sorry, which is a sequel to The Legend of Podkin One Ear, which is a middle grade book that was, The Legend of Podkin One Ear was a book of the month of Waterstones. And I've been trying to get all the book of the months for Waterstones, the children's book of the month for Waterstones, every month this year. Because last year I found a couple and I was like, oh, and I got really interested in them. And then January's book of the month of Waterstones was fantastic. And then some of them have just been like, okay, and some of them have seemed a bit like, not something I would read. And then this Legend of Podkin One Ear, I saw it was the book of the month, and I thought, I don't really know if I want to read that. I'm not really sure it's my kind of thing, because it's all animals, there's no people. The animals, they talk, well, it's rabbits, actually. And I remember Watership Down from when I was a child, and that's just, was really traumatising. But I actually loved Watership Down. It is brutal, but I always liked it for some reason. Anyway, the film, that is. And I thought, I don't really know if I want to read this one. But anyway, I picked it up because I thought, well, I've done all the others. This is like July's or something. And, I'll give it a go. And I started reading it and I loved it. Like, it was fantastic. Like, I was so into it and I was like, wow, I love this. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's definitely going to be my top books of the year. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but I definitely think eventually it will be a classic. Like, I hope it will. It's just such a perfect, like, children's book, and it's kind of nostalgic. It reminds me of what books were like when I was younger. It's kind of got those Narnia vibes and the Hobbit vibes, and it's just so good. And it's about these rabbits who go on this adventure, but in this fantastic world, and it's such a the writing is so visual, and I just get really into it, and it's really really good. So I loved The Legend of Podkin One Ear. And then The Gift of the Dark Hollow came out, and it was in hardback. And typically I wait for the paperbacks because I prefer to read paperback, I'd say, just because it's easier. And my first book was in paperback. Anyway, so it came out and it was like $9.99 on hardback, which isn't too bad. But I was like, well, I'll just wait for it to come out in paperback, and it wasn't coming out in paperback till like, I don't know, the middle of next year. I was like, oh, that's a shame because I really want to know what's going on and things like this. And then the hardback went on sale for like £6, and I was like, well, if I don't buy it now, what am I doing with myself? Like, I need to know what's going on. I'll need to buy it. So I did, and then I took it on my holiday in October, and I didn't really get much reading done there because I was playing Pokemon. So I didn't read it then, and now I'm reading it at the moment. I think I'm nearly finished as well. I should just really finish it. I've been reading it for too long. What happened was I read like 160 pages in like a day, and then I was really really into it, and then I ended up getting distracted and doing some other things, and like I say, some other things came up, and I didn't read at all, like pick any book up for like a week. So then I was like, okay, I really need to get back into my book because I was enjoying it so much. Like, it was really fantastic again. And then I picked it up the other day, and now I'm on like page, I don't know, 210. There's only like 300 and a bit pages, so I'm nearly finished. I've got like 100 pages left to say. So yeah, I do really want to finish that soon and then get another book read, because that's The Gift of the Dark Hollow is the third book I've been reading this month. so I don't feel I wanted to read quite a few. But anyway, even if I read 4 books in a month, I'm always happy with the 4. So I'll finish The Gift of the Dark Hollow, and then I'll read another one, and that'll be pretty much it for October, because I feel like it is coming towards the end, and I still got a few things that I've got coming up in October, so I just don't think I'll have as much time as I would like. So that's what I'm currently reading, and then what I just finished is what I was currently reading in the last video, which is Cards on the Table by Agatha Christie. I loved it. It was fantastic. I gave it 4.5 stars. Not my favourite Agatha Christie, but definitely not my least favourite. It was really, really brilliant. The end was fantastic, but I guess I didn't expect any less. Agatha Christie is brilliant. She's one of my favourite authors. I love her books, and this one wasn't any exception. So yeah, loved that. Okay, so now we'll move on to currently I'm listening to, and I have quite a few here actually for this video. Usually this is the one that I maybe have less to say about, but I feel like I have a lot more to say in this section. This video might be a little bit longer than the others, so I apologise for that, or if you like long videos, then that'll be exciting for you. I personally love long videos, and when someone uploads a long video I get really excited. Anyway, so, I haven't written down the artist of this song. Hold on. So these songs, I've got 3 songs that I've been kind of currently listening to. Okay, here it is. And one of them is Silent Running by Hidden Citizens. I'm going to link this song down below because it's a really fantastic song. And the reason why I knew this song, or where I heard it from, was in the Assassin's Creed Syndicate trailer. And I will actually link that trailer down below as well. It's a certain trailer that I love, and it's fantastic. And okay, so if you don't know, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is one of my favourite games of all time, and it is my absolute favourite #1 PlayStation 4 game. I love it. I love Jacob and Evie. I think they're fantastic characters. I was pretty much mostly Evie, but I think she's brilliant. I loved the setting of Victorian London. I just was so into it. I loved exploring London because I've been to London and I know London. I feel like I just kind of knew like certain areas, which sounds weird because it's obviously Victorian London, so it's not like you recognise things, but it was just so great, and I just loved the game so much. I completed it in February this year, and I am going to go back and do a couple of other things. Like I might not have gotten all the chests and all the little bits, and I just want to revisit that world. I loved it so much. But yeah, this song, Silent Running, is on the trailer. And the other day I'd heard the song before and I'd seen the trailer before I'd obviously picked the game up, which was like a year or more ago, I'm not sure. And I rewatched the trailer the other day because I've been watching the trailer for Assassin's Creed Origins because I'm so excited. It comes out tomorrow on the 27th of October, and I've pre-ordered it along with another game that comes out tomorrow. 2 of my most anticipated games of the whole year come out on the same day, and then 2 more come out in November of like my most anticipated. But yes, so I'm really looking forward to Origins. But I am really looking forward to it. I love the idea of the Egyptian setting. Before it'd been announced, I'd said like a couple of things that I wanted in the future for Assassin's Creed, and I said I want an Egyptian one. And Josh said to me, I don't think they'll do an Egyptian one. And then lo and behold, they announced an Egyptian one, and I was like, yes, see, told you so. And I was super excited, so I really can't wait for that. It looks fantastic. I've watched the trailer a few times, and I think I'm gonna love it. But I feel like I miss the characters. And I have played some of the old ones, like Ezio ones, and I actually don't love them as much. I know that's like such a sin to say because people don't really love Assassin's Creed Syndicate very much. Like I said, people didn't really like it. Obviously, they preferred it to Unity. I feel like everyone hated Unity. But yeah, I love it so much. And so I've been listening to that song and just kind of reminiscing about the game. I don't know, maybe one day I'll replay the whole thing. I think I probably would, but I'll probably leave it a few years. Hopefully I can get into Origins as much as I got into Syndicate because that would make me just super happy. But I will find out tomorrow. I can't wait. It's going to be a really fantastic weekend. This weekend, I'm really looking forward to it. But it's also like Halloween weekend, so I feel like I won't get enough Halloween films watched because I'm going to be playing Syndicate, and the other game that comes out tomorrow is Super Mario Odyssey, which I think it's going to be the best. I don't even know what to say about that. So I'm going to play Odyssey first. Like I'm going to play them both tomorrow. I'm going to put Odyssey in first because I'm dying to see what it looks like. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just way too excited. This isn't the game section of the video, so I'm just going to move along to my next song. But yeah, love that song. Like I said, I'll link it down below, and I'll link the trailer below too because it is a really cool trailer you might want to watch, even if you don't like Assassin's Creed or games. The next song I've been listening to is 15 I can't even say this, 15 Fathoms and Counting. This is by Bring Me the Horizon, and I mean, if you know them, then that will be, you might think, like, you don't want to listen to this song? Wait, okay, let me restart. Sorry, I don't edit these videos. Okay, so 15 Fathoms, oh, it's not even on counting, it's 15 Fathoms Counting. It's a comma. I'm just adding words in. I'm reading it. I've got a little list of what things I wanted to talk about. And yeah, it's by Bring Me the Horizon, who typically are a screamo band, I'd say. I don't know if that's how you categorise it now, but that's what they are. But I'm gonna link this song down below because this is an instrumental, and it's such a beautiful instrumental. It's not heavy or dark or anything. It's completely different than their other things, and I love it. Like I said, completely instrumental, and the guitar parts in it are fantastic. And the reason I've been listening to it a lot lately is because I really wanted to learn it on guitar. It's the song I want to learn. And of course, with having I'm not able to play, I don't know how to play any songs on the guitar. So it was kind of a jump. I obviously I haven't just learnt how to play it or anything. I learnt how to play Smoke on the Water, which is the obvious, everyone learns how to play first guitar song, and Cosmic Dancer by T-Rex, and I still can't play 15 Fathoms and count 15 Fathoms 15 Fathoms Counting yet. But I would absolutely recommend you listen to it. I feel like if you listen to any of the 3 songs that I mentioned today, that is one to listen to. I can't imagine someone saying, "Oh, I don't like this," unless you really dislike instrumentals. But it is really beautiful. But yeah, as for Bring Me the Horizon, it's not a band that I really particularly like. I have actually seen them live before, and one of my best friends when I was younger, like in high school and stuff, really liked that kind of music. So I feel like I've listened to some of their stuff, and the 2 songs that I do quite like from them, bar 15,000, 15,000, bar the one I just mentioned, are Diamonds Aren't Forever. Now, I can't say that I would listen to this as like, oh, I'll just listen to that, but I have on occasion listened to it, like maybe once every 4 months I might look it up and be like, yeah, I listened to like the first 30 seconds, and that's enough for me because the lyric for that song always gets stuck in my head and I always remember it. So I've never forgotten that lyric. So I think that's interesting regarding that song. And then the other one that I don't mind and quite like, I could probably actually listen to and enjoy a bit more than Diamonds Aren't Forever is Shadow Moses. It's quite a good song. But yes, that's them. But like I say, 15 Fathoms Counting is fantastic. Definitely check that out. It'll be linked below. And then the final song I want to talk about, which I've been listening to, is actually something that I haven't been Silent Running and 15 Fathoms Counting. I've actually been listening to regularly. But this next one, I heard it on something. I can't even remember what now, and I heard it, and I don't even think I realised I heard it at the time, and then it got into my subconscious, and it's been stuck in my head for days, and I can't get it out of my head. And it's a song I knew when I was younger, and it's Germ-Free Adolescence by X-Ray Spex, and I'd known the song when I was really young, like 7 or 8, around that age. I'd always liked the song, and I always used to know all the words. So I heard the song, and then all the words came back to me. Like I can literally recite the whole song, like right here if I wanted to. It's a really interesting, fun song, and yeah, it's been stuck in my head. The whole song, all the lyrics. It's not just like a part of the song. I've just got this whole song now in my head, and I didn't even like look back and re-listen to it until I was about to make this video. And I thought, currently I'm listening to it, and then it was there, Germ-Free Adolescence popped into my mind, and I was like, oh, there it is. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to listen to it. I listened to it and I loved it, and it's a great song. I feel like if you haven't heard it, you might think it's kind of weird. Again, I'll link it down below. Um, but it's really, really great, and it was interesting because when I was listening to it, I remembered that when I was younger, it's like 7 or so, and there's a line that says rinse your mouth with Listerine. I didn't know what Listerine was at the time because like I was like 7 and I might have had like kids mouthwash, or I obviously maybe didn't even bother to read the label. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know, like if I was, I don't know, can kids use Listerine? Do you have to be a certain age? And obviously now I know what Listerine is, and I'm like, oh, because I remember like as a child thinking, oh, rinse your mouth with, they say Listerine, but I say Listerine. But anyway, um, I thought it was like some real like chemical thing, something weird. Like I always thought it sounded kind of scary and like, oh. So it was funny like listening to it now and be like, oh, that's funny. I remember thinking like, what is this? But I obviously never thought to, you know, look into it further. I just kind of just was like, oh. But yes, that's an interesting song, and I feel like that's 3 very different songs. So it would be interesting if anybody was to listen to all 3 of those. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Now we get to currently I'm playing, and this is an interesting one because I am currently playing because of course, like I say, I've got 2 games coming tomorrow in the post that I absolutely cannot wait for. And then I have also actually still been playing Pokemon Sun because I'm getting close to completing it before Ultra Moon comes out on the 17th, which I talked about in my last Currently I Am, so I won't go into that now. But the game that I've really been playing a lot at the moment is Sims 4. Now the reason why I've been playing Sims 4 is because Sims 4 Cats and Dogs comes out on November 10th. And I was excited about it. I was like, yeah, Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, I'm ready for it. And so I thought, you know what, I want to get my house ready for pets, and I want to get my house ready so it can have dogs in, and I want to make sure everything's ready so that when it comes, when it arrives, which, okay, I haven't pre-ordered it. I'm weird like this. I always pre-order things like way close to the time. I don't even know why I do that. I think it's because I want to check that I definitely want to pick it up. I don't know. So I pre-ordered the 2 games I've just mentioned at the beginning of October because I was worried they would sell out, but I don't know why I didn't pre-order Sims 4 Cats and Dogs yet, because now it's not available on Amazon to pre-order. It's sold out, and I was like, no, but you can pre-order it from like Argos or things like that, which I haven't done yet because I'm really just hoping it comes back on Amazon, because I'm worried that if I pre-order it from somewhere else, it won't arrive on the day, and I'd be better just going out and picking it up. Anyway, this is a whole nother story about my concerns about whether or not I can get cats and dogs on the day that it comes out. Either way, so I wanted to get my house ready for the pets, and I actually filmed a Sims 4 house tour thing, which I probably will have uploaded before this video, hopefully. I will have got that edited and sorted, and I was really, really enjoying it. I'm really back into it. I'm really weird with Sims. Like, I cannot play it for ages, and once I play it, I'm like sucked in. But I feel like Sims is like an hour, like, time eater. Like, it just eats away all your time. And I also find when I'm playing Sims, I end up staying up way later because I lose track of time. So it's not necessarily the healthiest game to play because I just get kind of sucked into it. So I don't play it all the time. I might end up playing it for like a few days, 1 week, and then not for a few weeks, and then I'll come back to it. I think that's probably the better way to be. However, okay, so I was enjoying playing it. I was having a fun time. Like I said, I was looking forward to having pets in the game because I love animals, and I've always enjoyed pets in Sims. And then yesterday, or was it the day before? The day before, not yesterday, the day before, put up a new trailer for Sims Pets and Dogs, no, Cats and Dogs, for the vet. And I knew you could be a vet in the game, but I was like, oh yeah, okay. And oh my gosh, this is the best trailer, the best thing I ever seen. I was so excited. I was like, what? I thought the Assassin's Creed Origins and Super Mario Odyssey were going to be my most excited games of the year, and then I saw this trailer and I was like, okay, I think this is going to be the best thing ever. Like, you run your own veterinary clinic, and the way that you do it looks so fantastic. It looks like something I'm going to be completely into. And when I was younger, I had Sims 3 Pets on the DS. 3DS? No, the DS. And in that one, you ran a little vet. So you couldn't build houses or anything. You just had this little vet place. And I played that game over and over and over and over. And it's kind of repetitive because the pets come in. You know, they all have similar things. And I just played it all the time. I loved it. It's one of my favourites. And now seeing this vet version, I was like, what? It's crazy. Like you can expand your veterinary. You get ratings off people once they've been to your clinic. And oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Like, and I'm so sad that I haven't even got it on pre-order. So I need to find out where I can get this from because I'm so desperate to play it and I'm so excited. Like honestly, the next few weeks are going to be crazy with new things coming out game wise, and I'm just so excited. So yeah, I will actually link that trailer down below if you haven't seen it. I think if you have Sims 4 on the PC, it seems like a no-brainer pickup because it looks so fantastic, and I feel like I'm only going to spend all my time now in um with the vet area. Like I feel like building houses, which was probably my favorite thing before, and like running the house is going to be put to the wayside, and it's all going to be about running this veterinary clinic. So super happy and excited about that. So yeah, that's what I'm currently playing. I feel like this video is just filled with mass excitement of upcoming things, to be honest, not currently things. And finally we'll have currently I'm eating. So it's actually very early as I'm filming this, recording this. It's 9 AM right now, and I had a chocolate croissant for breakfast, which is super nice. So I really liked that. And for tea, I'm actually hoping to have the sweet and sour chicken thing I mentioned earlier, because it was honestly the best chicken I've ever had. I loved it, but I asked Josh if we could have it like the day after we'd already had it, and he was like, no. I was like, I really want it again. And it's been like a week now, and I'm like, okay, it's now time. Let's have it again. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have it with boiled rice. So yeah, I'm hopefully having that Japanese breadcrumbs sweet and sour chicken because it was so good. But I do know that we have some beef left over from where we did the marinated beef in the fridge that we might need to eat. So I might end up having some kind of beef dish, maybe like might do like a beef casserole or beef, what would you call it, like stew? I don't know. I'm not sure what we'll do with that, but I'll check the date. If it needs to be eaten today, or I mean, like if the date's tomorrow for it, then I'll probably end up having that. If not, I'm going to be fighting to have my new favourite chicken meal. So, yes, that is all the things. And this video wasn't too much longer than usual, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll check out those songs. Just, I don't know, just be interested, and hopefully you'll let me know what you are currently watching, reading, listening, playing, and eating. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really quite enjoy making these. I feel like it's a good way maybe to get to know me a little bit better, because I feel like there's a lot of things that I wouldn't typically talk about, like my excitement for upcoming things, or things that I'm watching on the TV that I would never talk about, like MasterChef and things that we cook for tea, and songs that I'm really enjoying and past memories of songs. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it was relaxing, and hopefully you couldn't hear the chainsaw too much. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!